Hi everyone and happy new year 2024. I hope you are ready to blast some Diablo 4 in this year, and I have looked at the season 3 image that we have gotten the last year in the Campfire Chat. The very first discovery that I made looking at the encrypted letters or symbols right here is that this special one looks exactly like the Nef rune from Diablo 2. So this could actually mean that we are getting rune wards to play around with for the season 3, and this could actually open up a lot of possibilities, and also a lot of depth would therefore be added to Diablo 4. Next up, I tried to translate or decipher the encrypted letters or symbols, and I really looked at the last 4 or maybe 5, who knows, and I was seeing a C and an A, an N and an E. And I was looking at the others, and then I was like, okay, this might actually make sense with this being an R and then this being an A. So suddenly I had ARCANE, and I was like, that kind of looks weird. So maybe there is actually something with ARCANE, but I think what makes way more sense than deciphering ARCANE is actually something that Dicora came up with, and he went and did the exact same thing. And he did this as an U, which I think makes way more sense. Then we will have something like an R probably here. And then he said this part here is actually a C, which I think makes a lot of sense so far. Then this looks like a G, although obviously there's a lot of room for speculation here. Then this is the actual O. We do have an S here and an E. And then if you look at all of these letters, you're like, Orc Ghost doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. Now, looking at this anagram right here, I was like, wait a second. This actually makes a lot of sense. What about SCOURGE? And if you look at this, you're like, okay, these letters, scrambled them around a little bit, actually would be SCOURGE. Now, looking at the left side of the picture here with the golem or the guy right here, actually being a little bit rotted or afflicted by some type of scourge, maybe we have actually deciphered the theme of season 3, and I'm really curious what you guys think about this. Is this something that could really be the case? Did we really crack the code here? Is it more like ARCANE? Is it more like the Orc Ghost that gets scrambled to the Scourge? I'm really curious what you guys come up with. Maybe go ahead, play a little bit around with the letters or the symbols that you can see on the season 3 image. The link will be down in the description below. On top of that, we are currently getting really close to a Campfire Chat announcement. I think we will get something around the end of this week, and then the Campfire Chat should theoretically be at the end of the upcoming week, around the 13th or so. So I'm really curious how much information we are actually going to get from the D4 developers and how the season is actually going to play out. What is the seasonal theme going to look like? When do we actually start? Because there have been some discrepancies between the end date and the start date of the season. Possibly we are not starting on a Tuesday this time around. Maybe we actually have a downtime between the seasons, so we can actually start on a Friday instead of a Tuesday, which would be the 26th of January. A lot of information to come out of that Campfire Chat, not only for the season itself, but also everything surrounding it with season start, and maybe even a further look at the upcoming stuff like an AoZ, for example, during the mid or the end of season 3. Of course, we are going to be co-streaming the Campfire Chat and basically live reacting and discussing the changes announced on my Twitch, which is going to be linked down in the description below. So if you want to come hang out during the Campfire Chat and also discuss all of the points, that is the place to go. And in the meantime, I am preparing an Army of the Dead minion necromancer that I'm currently gearing and leveling up on the Twitch live stream. It's a really interesting build gameplay wise, because all of your minions are going to be extremely strong and are not going to die with a few tricks that I have actually enabled during theory crafting of the build on the Max Roll Planner. So if you want to check that out, again, all the links are down in the description below. And if you like content similar to this, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.